Welcome back to Pink Turtle Soaps. Today I'm making a rainbow soap that I've been super excited to try out. I've been waiting forever to do a rainbow soap, so looking forward to this one. I've already skipped the first step. I've added the lye water to my oils, and I actually added a little bit of titanium dioxide. Really just to help lift the colors that I'm going to be using. I didn't add enough for it to actually be white, as you can see. It's like a creamy color. Because everything is nice and blended together, it's ready to be poured into these smaller containers here. I have 6 of them, I believe. I know that that's probably not the best view, but hopefully you can get an idea of what is about to happen. So I'm going to pour this larger container into the smaller ones. And I'm going to try to get them as equal as possible without actually having to use my scale. Y'all know me, I hardly ever weigh out my soap to make to make sure that the layers are completely even. I usually just eyeball them. Alright, those look pretty even to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to the next step. By the way, with this whole quarantine thing, at the time of this video, we are all on quarantine. We're all in lockdown, as I'm assuming most of y'all are. So my husband is home from work, my kids are home from preschool, so there's no telling how noisy this video may get. Just hearing the noises coming from the hallway, so I do apologize for anything you may hear. So this first color, I'm using neon red. All of these colors are going to be neon. I'm going to just add the neon red here. The next color is neon orange, very bright. And I also went ahead and added these colorants to oil just because there's such a small amount of soap in each of these containers. I was afraid that using the stick blender, even on its lowest setting, would still be too strong, and then it would cause my soap to thicken up really fast, and I don't want that to happen. So I just went ahead and added my colorants to oil beforehand. That way I can mix it in by hand and not have to use the stick blender. The next color is neon yellow. And all these colorants come from Nurture soap, by the way. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check those out. The next color is neon green. Pour that in there. Really fun colors. Once I decided on doing the rainbow soap, I wanted to do neon colors because I thought, why stop at rainbow? Why not just go all the way and do neon rainbow? And my daughter is very excited because she loves rainbows. She loves unicorns, mermaids, rainbows, all the good stuff. The next color is neon blue. Put that in there. And then the last color is neon purple. And the fragrance that I chose for this soap smells like the Tropical Starburst. I don't know if you have those where you're from or if you've had them before, but it smells very tropical, but it still has like a candy scent, maybe almost like a Skittles. It's perfect for this theme. It's a very tropical, very fruity fragrance, so it's going to be perfect for summertime. Alright, so here comes the fun part. I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to mix all these in. So as you can see, everything is nice and mixed in, and that titanium dioxide did exactly what I was expecting. It helped just lift those neon colors a little bit more, almost like a highlighter marker, but that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Almost like blacklight colors. It has now started raining outside, which you may hear, and my where I live, my area is under a tornado watch, so I'm hoping to have this soap completely finished before we have to, hopefully not, but hoping that I have the soap finished before any chance of having to go into our tornado spot comes around. Let's hope that that doesn't happen. I'm going to go ahead and add the fragrance oil to these, and then I'll grab the mold and we'll start pouring it all in. Alright, so the fragrance did accelerate it a little bit, so I'm going to try to pour this in before it gets too thick. I feel like that's happened the past couple of times I've made soap, but we'll work with it. I'm going to start with the red. I'm going to pour all of it in. I've noticed that the first color that I pour in, as I continue to pour different colors on top of it, it sort of gets pushed out towards the sides. And I would really like for the outside of the bar to be red because it's a little more eye-catching. As you can see, it's starting to get really thick. So now I'm going to pour the orange. I'm going to pour all of it. Next is the yellow. Again, I'm going to pour all of it. Just back and forth. Next is the green. Almost dropped it. That would not have been good. So I'm going to pour that one. And as I pour up high, or the higher that I pour the soap from, the further down it falls into the soap. So these last few colors I'm going to pour from a little bit higher up. Next is the blue. And lastly, we have the purple. Pour it from up high. Those colors look so good. I'm ready to cut the soap up, and it's not even finished. So I'm going to grab my spatula and just pat it down. Level out the top a little bit. Oh, look how cool that looks. And the fragrance doesn't discolor, so I'm expecting for this soap to stay very bright. Alrighty, so that's the end of the first half of the soap. I'm going to let it set up a little bit more, and then we'll come back for the piping, and I'll show you the extra special little embeds that are going to go on top. Before we get started on the piping, I wanted to show you the little embeds. Maybe the camera will decide to focus, maybe not. There we go. I made these. It took forever, but I made these and cut them up by hand and shaped them like gemstones. I have a whole little tray full of them, and each bar is going to get 3, one in the middle and one on each side. And the piping, I'm going to use a round piping tip, and I'm going to do a white piping with just a hint of blue inside. I thought that would help represent sort of like the sky with the white clouds. I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and hop right in and start piping the soap. that was the end of this soap. All the embeds are in, and I topped it off with biodegradable silver and gold glitter. And it sort of reflects the rainbow. It's sort of like hollow glitter, so it was perfect for this soap. I'm going to come back in a couple hours, spray it down one more time with rubbing alcohol just to help seal everything in. And I'm going to give this soap about 24 hours, and when I come back, I'll check it. If it's hard enough, if it's set up enough, I'll go ahead and mold it, and we'll cut it up and check out the inside. So it's the next day, and I literally had a dream about this soap last night because I couldn't wait to cut it, and now it's finally time to cut it. I'm so excited, and we'll go ahead and cut off this first bar. I have a feeling that some of these gemstones might get nicked by the cutter, but that's not that big of a deal. Since they're already sort of jagged anyways, it's probably not going to be noticeable. Alright, let's see what those colors look like. Oh, they look so good! I was really hoping that each color would stay very concentrated, like you'd really be able to see, you know, the red, the orange, that it wouldn't marble together and be sort of muddy. That is absolutely perfect. And then there's the back side. Usually these little end bars that look a little funny go into my oopsie box. I have an oopsie box bin, and when I collect enough oopsie bars, I sell them as oopsies in a mystery oopsie box. So you might just get that bar if you order an oopsie box. And it smells so good. It still smells like candy, but like tropical. There's pineapple, there's some watermelon in here. There's a few different notes. I'll actually put them on the screen real quick so that you can see for yourself. Smells so good. So there's that side of it. And that side, oh my goodness, that looks so cool. These colors came out so good. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and cut up the rest of this loaf and see what kind of swirls we've got on the inside. If you'd like to claim a bar for yourself, these will be available at pinkturtlesoaps.com May 1st at 8 a.m. I hope you and your family are all doing well. I know that these are some pretty crazy times right now, so I hope that maybe my channel can give you and your family just a little bit of entertainment. I really appreciate you watching this video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel because I upload a new soap making video every single Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.